There we go. So if you guys could just mute yourselves and we'll get started. Okay, so welcome to Tribe Health's What is this Beachbody coaching thing all about? And you might be asking, why are you here? And it's either because A, someone loves you and wants to hook you up with some discounts. Because as Beachbody coaches, we do make the 25% commission off of what we sell, what people buy from us. And if someone's a really good customer, or we see that they love Shakeology and that they're going to be staying on Shakeology Home Direct, it just makes sense to get the discount. Just like you would like a Costco membership or a Sam's Club membership. You pay a monthly fee and you get the membership. Or B, somebody sees potential in you as a coach. Either you're kicking butt in the challenge group, or they'd really like to work with you, or they just think that you got something special, that they think that you would really do well in this business. So that is why you are here. And I thank you for being here. Okay. So the people that are here that are saying, I just want to be a discount coach. I really don't even want to know about all the other stuff going on. Just tell me what this discount coach thing's all about. So you get 25% off discount. You get 25% discounts on everything. So I said that we get the commissions. We pass those savings on to you when you sign up as a coach, as a discount coach. And the way that works out, because it sounds confusing and sounds like you're, talking in circles when you try to explain it sometimes. So it's $130 for your Shakeology each month. And the 25% discount is $32. So that's your $98 there. There is a $15.95 coach fee that you pay every month, and that's the only fee that you have to pay. That's it. There's no hidden fees. There's no minimum order that you have to buy. You don't have to hold any product. So that 130 minus 32 is 98. The 98 plus the coach fee, 16, is 114. So you're saving $16 just on your Shakeology. If you would ever get a new program or try some of the other products, like E&E or Results from Recovery, you're going to get the 25% discount off all that as well. You, as a discount coach, even, you get added to the coach groups, and it's just a whole lot of positivity. The community of it is great, and it's just additional accountability. It's just additional support. Being around people that share the same goals, people that are trying, to get happy and healthy, and just being around that environment pushes you to be that much better. So these are all reasons to be a discount coach. But I have a feeling a lot of times people start as a discount coach and they find something more and they take it a little further. So there's kind of three levels. You got your discount coach, and then you got your hobby coach. So your hobby coach, the same benefits as a discount coach, all your discounts and accountability. You can cover the cost of your Shakeology, and it's pretty simple. You just get you just find 2 to 3 people that you can help on their fitness journey, and you turn them on to what you're doing with Shakeology. If you're already seeing success, if you're in a challenge group already, you're feeling the benefits of Shakeology, you are seeing the benefits of a fitness program, you just tell your friends like you would tell them about anything cool that you were doing, and you get them to do it with you. And in turn, you're a coach, so you have those websites. That's what that $16 a month pays for, is those coach. You have your own websites that Beachbody completely takes care of for you. So yeah, you get 2 or 3 people on, and your Shakeology is paid for. You get deeper into the community. As a hobby coach, you're going to be looking for trainings. We do provide trainings. We do Zoom calls every week in Tribe Health, in Destined for Greatness, which is another team. They have calls, and then Bombshell Dynasty, which is another team. We have access to all these different calls. You don't have to listen to all of them. You take this business to whatever level that you want. Like I said, you could be a discount coach, a hobby coach, you could be a business builder, and you put in what you want to get out. But there is lots of ways to stay connected. As a hobby coach, you just get the best accountability, because at this time you're telling people about what you're doing. You're telling people about Shakeology. You're telling people about the fitness programs, and you find yourself, it really is great accountability. You'll be at a party and, instead of like standing by the cookie table, like you want to, these people know you're a Beachbody coach. You're going to be like, okay, maybe I'll stay away from the cookie table tonight. Little things like that really help with the accountability. And it's hobby hours, like I said before, you get out what you put in. So you could build a hobby business, making a little bit of money, 100 extra bucks a month or something, just by a few hours a week, really. Or you can be a life designer. And this is really where it gets fun. There's no limit to where you can take this business. Truly. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable to me how far I've come, and just to see other people. Lindsay Stay, she's in the top picture, the tall, beautiful one. And she was my friend in Florida. I'm sorry, if someone's not muted, could you mute yourself? Because there's some like weird beeping going on. Thank you. Oh, there it goes again. This girl here, Lindsay Stay, she definitely did not have, the picture perfect life. She was an alcoholic, arrested 4 times, in jail. They told her she'd never work, that she'd better find a business, start her own business, because no one was going to hire her. Bartender, that's where I met her. We were both bartenders. And she turned into, she's now making ridiculous money. I think she's making $20,000 a week now, with this business. So when I say there's no limit, there is no limit. There's no overhead or upfront cost. There's a $40 coach fee to sign up. If you have ever bought a challenge pack, that fee is waived. And if you think about that in regards to, if you look at another business, say you would open up a 7-Eleven or something like that, that's like, you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to do your own thing, and you open up a 7-Eleven, that's like 50 grand up front, right? And then you're not guaranteed to make that money back, and you got to put all those hours in, and over time hope to make the money back. This business, there is no limit, and there's no upfront cost. There's no degree that you have to have. It's very special. It's a very unique and special opportunity. You are your own boss, and that's probably my favorite part. Well, no, actually, you could work from anywhere. That's my favorite part. And I'll tell you why a little bit later. It's an amazing career. A lot of people, some people might not look at it as a career, but it truly can be a career if that's what you choose. And it helps you find the best version of yourself. It's a company that really focuses on personal growth and personal development. There are only 3 vital behaviors that they recommend, that they say, hey, you're a Beachbody coach, do these 3 things. And one of those 3 things is read personal development, make yourself a better person. So that's pretty awesome. And you get to go on cool trips. All these pictures over here. I don't know if it's blocked by my little screen, but I have pictures up there. You see Jesse Burr up there. We were at Success Club trip together in Cancun. Down here, we were in Florida for a diamond retreat, working out together in Cancun. We were at my house in this one. We're going to Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee in a couple weeks. We were in Vegas last year, so we get to go on a ton of fun trips. Oh yeah, and hi, I didn't know where to introduce myself, so I put it in the middle. I'm Tara Pasomis. I am the founder of Tribe Health. I've been a Beachbody coach for a little over 2 years now, about 2.5 years. And my story was I was a pregnant mother. I had a toddler at home and I was working as a bartender. That's the only thing I've ever known. I had a college degree, which I'm still paying for. Like 10 years later, I'll be paying for it for another 10 years. But I was, that's all I knew was bartending. When my husband and I first met, we went on this great adventure. We just took a one-way ticket down to Costa Rica and our backpacks and flipped a coin whether we'd go north or south. And we ended up going south. And we took 5.5 months, went through 5 countries. And on that trip, we vowed that we would be back to Costa Rica. We were going to make it back to Costa Rica. And I knew that that meant that I was going to have to find a portable business. We were going to have to find something we can do online. We tossed around ideas of doing, maybe it was a joke, but not so good things online. But this is a much better option. So I knew I wanted to get back to Costa Rica, and I knew that I liked my job, but I wouldn't like it forever. The lifestyle just wasn't going to suit me forever. Bartending is fun when you're in your 20s and you like to drink and you like to have, you're partying. But when you're a mother, those late nights, working late nights and getting up early with kids just isn't conducive. And I knew I didn't want to do it forever. So I saw my friend Lindsay, I showed you before, posting on Facebook, and I'm like, she's talking about how this is changing her life. And I saw the big change in her because I knew her when she was kind of a crazy mess. And I saw this amazing woman transforming like before my eyes. So I reached out to her. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is looking amazing. Like, I want to be a part of this. So she told me all about it. And I just had this like aha moment. I'm like, this is it. This business, this is the business that I'm going to find passion in, and it's going to be the business that's going to get my family down to Costa Rica, because that was the ultimate goal. But I didn't know how much it was going to change me throughout. I used to be paranoid. I used to be negative. I never wanted to reach out to old friends, old people from high school. I'd see people like at the grocery store and pretend I didn't see them. I just was not a very outwardly nice person, I guess. Looking back on it now, I didn't realize that at the time. But Beachbody, just being around the people, the community, everybody's so uplifting, and everybody truly wants to see you succeed, and they will help in any way to see you succeed. Everybody's so open with their information and giving, and hey, this worked for me, why don't you try it? It's just such a giving and loving community. And then the personal development, like I mentioned before, it really changed. And then my body, I lost 60 pounds with the programs. So it changed everything, my body, my mind, and my spirit. And I am so happy to tell you all that this August or September, when we get our house sold, my family and I are moving to Costa Rica. 2.5 years, my intention from the beginning, and it's finally happening. It's really happening. So dream big, because this company has the potential, and this business has the potential to get you anywhere. Do whatever you want to do. Okay. So what do you do as a coach? What does a day in the life of a coach look like? I had mentioned before that there are 3 vital behaviors. Be a product of the product. So I'm guessing that most of you are drinking Shakeology or doing the workouts. That's why your coach invited you here, because they see that you're finding success in the products. Personal development, like I had mentioned, reading uplifting things, or even the Bible is personal development. If you're a religious person, there's many ways to get in personal development. And inviting. So inviting could be posting on Facebook, like I showed here before. Like that's my sister in the middle, her sweaty selfies, and that's Jocelyn on the left drinking her refresh. That's me on the right giving the high five. So these are all ways to invite. It doesn't have to be scary. You're just inviting people to watch your life, inviting people to watch your journey. And then, inviting them down the road to challenge groups and to free clean eating groups, whatever you may be running in the future. You support and motivate people to get happy and healthy. You are their personal cheerleaders. You, their accountability partner. You just really, you put yourself in that position where you don't have to be an expert. We leave that up to the trainers that create the fitness programs, and the nutritionists that create the meal plans that come with it. They are the experts. We don't have to be the experts. We're the cheerleaders. We're the motivators, the accountability partners. And you also run challenge groups. So again, assuming that you all are in a challenge group, it's just an online private group on Facebook where everybody's, doing some type of fitness program and committing to clean eating, and everybody supporting one another. You create an online presence, like the post that I put in the middle there. It's basically just sharing your journey. And it's just not all about Beachbody. You open up and you share about other aspects of your life. You share about, if you're a teacher, you share about the kids that you're teaching, or you share about your own children or what you're doing on the weekends. It's just kind of living an open life to inspire. And then you get others started in this kick-ass business. So you pay it forward. Once you start running groups on your own, you'll see that there's challengers that just rise above, and they're the ones that are in there, and they're the ones that are motivating and inspiring the rest, and they're the ones that are participating and really lifting other people up, and you're like, whoa, that person should be a coach. So it's just this natural progression. Okay, so what a lot of people, there are some common things that you hear when you do tell somebody that, like, oh, you're kicking butt in this challenge group, like you should totally be a coach. One thing that I hear is, sounds cool, but I don't want to be salesy. And what we say to that is awesome, because we don't want you to be. We don't want super salespeople, like, oh, come buy from me. Look at this. Like, look at shiny new project. Last day, buy now. Like, that's not what we do. You promote what you love. You find something that you love. You find your soulmate workout. You get your testimonial. It's Shakeology, and you promote it just like you would if you went to a new restaurant in town and it was delicious. You would go and tell all your friends, like, oh my God, you got to go try that out. Like, it was unbelievable. Like, I had the mahi salad, and oh my gosh, it was so good. You got to get it. It's just like recommending a new restaurant. That's how you come across and you recommend Beachbody, because hopefully you are becoming a product of the product, and it is changing your life, and you do want to share that naturally. And when people see that, like, people will just see it radiating from you. Your family and your friends, like, dang, you're looking good. Like, what are you doing? I want some of that. Like, tell me your secret. So it'll happen naturally. And it's, this company, there's a lot of multi-level marketing companies out there, and I'm not knocking any of them, but Beachbody, you're never going to have to just randomly add people to groups without asking them. Like, I know that a lot of the companies do. You just get put into a group and they're like, here, buy this. You're like, wait a second, you didn't even ask me if I wanted to go in this group. We don't do that. You don't have to beg people to have parties for you. You don't have to hold any products. So that we're different in that way. Yeah, so I don't have a beach body. Well, guess what? People are inspired by the journey. People don't relate to perfect. This is me, 60 pounds heavier than I was. Can you guys see the after? Okay, because on my screen I can't. So, I was pregnant when I started. I was definitely not getting a beach body. I was gaining weight. and I wasn't working out. I know some people are like these super fit, cute, pregnant girls. I was definitely not that. I was like, my butt was as wide, as big as my belly, and I was not cute, but I did not let that stop me. Um, that's when I started. And I knew that when I, after I had my second daughter, Posey, or my second child, that I was just going to kick butt, because I was a coach now, and I was going to show people that these products worked, and I was going to get into the best shape of my life. And I did. And I couldn't have done it without the support of the other coaches, without me saying like, I'm a coach, I got this, like, watch me. You know, when you tell someone, watch me, this is what I'm going to do, when you put that out there on Facebook, it's the best motivation you could ever ask for. It's the best accountability. It's like, you better do this, you got this, you have to get this right. And you get paid to get in shape. So as people were watching on the journey, they saw that I was telling the truth. I was kind of backing it up, and they wanted to join. You know, and the average woman or man doesn't have like the beach body. When you think of like the sports swimsuit edition, what is it, Sports Illustrated girls, like that's not normal. I mean, we live in a society, and we have this media splashed at us all the time that, you know, this is what we think we should be, this perfect image, but that's not reality. And that's not inspiring. People are inspired by you know, the person that's going through it, the person going through the journey, not the end result. And it's not about, I would bet that Beachbody regrets naming their company Beachbody, because it's not really what we promote. We don't promote like, yeah, get ripped, get, you know, we just don't promote that. We promote healthy lifestyle choices. So I bet you Carl Deichler would be renaming it if he could. Another one that I get is, nobody that I know would be into this. You know, nobody has the money. Everyone's too young. They don't care about being healthy. They just want to party every weekend, or they're too old. They want, you know, whatever it is, there's those excuses. But you never want to prejudge anyone. It's amazing who comes out of the woodworks when you start this journey. You know, and positive attracts positive. You might not see those people around you because you might not be in that mindset yet. But when you start down that path of, you know, reading personal development and changing those negative self-talk thoughts and turning those around, you radiate positivity, and that's what comes back to you. And I truly, truly believe that. And like I said before, once people start seeing the change in you, they're going to want to know your secret. And I just don't have time. And I love this. You all have the same amount of hours in a day as Beyonce, and that girl gets stuff done, right? She's amazing. But I do believe you. When people say like, I'm just too busy, I get it. Like, people are busy. Like, these days, I just wish we had more time. You know, people have kids, people have jobs, people have dogs, people have mothers. I mean, yes, I get it. We are all busy. But once you start breaking it down and looking at your day and finding those moments, those hours, those half hours where you can make short-term sacrifices for those long-term goals and long-term successes, you can find some time. You know, everybody has maybe a guilty addiction to like Candy Crush or Housewives or something that is not benefiting them. Now, don't get me wrong, like, I watched Game of Thrones, but I canceled my cable right off the bat, and I just committed. Because I just knew that this business, if I gave it my all for, you know, a short amount of time, because I saw it in the cards, I saw it in the people that went before me. If I did and made these small sacrifices now, that I could give my family what I wanted to give them and the life that I wanted to give them. And it was totally worth it. Totally worth it. But this is your business. You don't have to, you don't have to swing for the fences if you don't want to. If you're like, I'd be happy with paying my student loans off, and they're $200 a month. So that's what I'd be happy with. That's awesome. That you can have a side business, that you can work part-time hours. You can put in, a half hour a day, and create whatever success in this business would look like to you. You can create that, and it can be at your speed. It's just up to you to decide that. Okay. So you're saying to yourself by this point, okay, let's do this, right? And so what do? You message the person who invited you onto this call. You sign up as a coach. Like I said before, if you've ever bought a challenge pack, that $40 fee is going to be waived. You get plugged into the team groups, Florida Fit down there in New Orleans, and Tribe Health up here in Pittsburgh, and DFG down in Florida. Get plugged into all those teams, and you start your training. We're just starting some new trainings that are going to be starting every week. And you start a business that can lead to your wildest dreams. And I wrote in parentheses, I'm not trying to be cheesy here, because if somebody would have said that to me 2 years ago, I'd have been like, oh my God, this girl is so cheesy. But I'm serious. Like, really, your wildest dreams, this business can lead you to that. So I'm just going to stop the recording, and I'm going to open it up to any questions, or if Elaine or Jesse have anything to say, we'll go from there. Well, let's see here.
I'll let people ask questions before I say anything.
Yeah, I can't get my...
Just keep recording, it's fine.
Okay.
Anyone have questions?
I don't right now. Not that I can think of off the top of my head.
Anyone else?
No.
I just wanted to kind of reiterate what Tara said. I've been coaching. My name's Jessie, for those of you who don't know me. I'm in New Orleans, and I've been coaching since May of last year, and I actually joined as a discount coach. I did nothing with the business for 2 months at all, which I really regret. But I just didn't want anything to do with it. I just joined for the discount Shakeology. That's all I cared about, and that's all I wanted. And then in June, my coach came to me, and there was a little competition between all the coaches, and she was like, hey, I'm going to put you on my team. And I was like, okay. And I'm really competitive, so it kind of put a little fire in me to just start promoting. And I've now made this into a business that I am planning on doing full time. I'm making more money than I make in 2 other jobs combined, and I'm actually just planning on eventually quitting those 2 jobs and just doing this because it's amazing. It literally will change your life. I've been to Cancun with Tara. I've been to Pittsburgh. I'm going to Nashville. I am already qualified to go on a trip to Jamaica next summer for me and my boyfriend for free. Everything's paid for, which is pretty awesome because I've never been in Jamaica, so why not? It really will change your life, though. So if you're hesitant about it, or you're not sure, just go for it. You won't regret it. Promise you will not regret it.
There's my favorite piece.
Awesome.
So if we decide, if you sign up as a just as a discount coach, and then you decide you want to do more, what do you have to do to change your coaching status?
Nothing. As a discount coach, you have access to everything that a business builder would.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Then that's easy enough.
Yeah. Hey, Jess.
Do you pay every month for it?
Do you pay? Is that what you said?
Yeah, like when you have to be a coach, do you have to like pay every month?
Yes, you pay 50.
You pay a $15 like it's $15.95 coaching fee monthly. So yeah, you do pay the $42 sign up fee is just a one-time fee, and then like Sarah said, if you have if you bought a challenge pack, that gets waived or reimbursed to you. But you do pay a $15.95 coaching fee, and that just no matter what kind of coach you are, discount, hobby, business builder, you pay that. That pays for your websites to stay active and like customer service fees, and they actually advertise through. I'm sure y'all have seen like Beachbody or 21 Day Fix, T25 commercials, infomercials. That all those fees pay for that type of stuff. So you don't have to really advertise. The products pretty much sell themselves. And it pays to pay for, you don't have to store anything since they do all of that.
Yep, what she said. Are we cutting out here?
Yeah, it's cutting out.
Did you guys hear what Jessie said?
No,
Okay.
I didn't.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Did y'all heard what I said about the fees?
Yes, but then you said something else and it cut out.
I was just asking Elaine if she wanted to say anything.
Okay.
You have to unmute yourself.
Okay, I couldn't figure out how to do it. I don't really have much to say. I mean, I've only been coaching for 2 or 3 months now, Jess. But it definitely has, the personal development has done wonders. Like, I used to think Jessie was so cheesy and corny for reading all those books, and she just gave me 3 of her books that she's read. So I guess now I'm the cheesy, corny one.
Now I know the truth.
But it's like it's rewarding too. Like, I met with a girl tonight, helping her make her meal plan and stuff, and I was with her for I guess 2 hours, and like, we don't get paid hourly for those 2 hours, but it was rewarding for her. Like, she's so excited and like she's so ready to just like change her life, and she's like, I'm gonna be texting you all the time, and I don't know, so I like that aspect of it.
Totally. Josephine, do you have anything to say?
Hey guys, we're watching Stanley Cup hockey with the guys, so I was watching hockey with them too. So I don't want to bother their deal, but I don't know exactly what. I'm sorry I hopped in late, but are there any specific questions that you guys have, or just my general outlook on coaching? Is that all?
Yeah.
I started in September as a discount coach, and I started with the intention of creating a business down the road, and I'm kind of feeling like that's where I want to go with this. So, I mean, you can start as a discount coach without having, I guess, the drive, or not the drive, but just the dream right now, right then, to create your business. You could start out as a discount coach and become a hobby coach and do it a little bit, which is I feel like I've progressed through all the different levels of coaching. So right now, I'm just trying to build my business. I feel like I have a little bit of a better handle on my kids and my job and my time. So, I mean, I wish I had more time, obviously, to make everything work, but I'm making do with what I have right now. So you can make whatever you want out of this opportunity. So you don't have to make it feel scary or overwhelming, although it can, because I was, the discount coach looking at all this stuff. I didn't know what any of these abbreviations meant that you'll see. I had no idea what any of that meant. So just, be vocal and ask if you have questions. If you go ahead and sign up for this opportunity, and just know that whatever you want to make out of this, what you put into it, you will get out of it. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. So, anything else?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I will go back on mute so I can go watch the hockey game.
We are about to get kicked off, Tara.
Yeah, we're going to get kicked off. So thank you guys so much for jumping on. And like I said, just touch base with whoever invited you here right after this call. You know, even if it was just, even if you don't want to be part of it, which I highly recommend that you do become part of it, because we just have a lot of fun. And like Elaine said, it is very rewarding. So I hope to see you guys in Tribe Health, and we'll talk to you later.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
you.
How do I leave?